I'm overdue travel. I'm gonna go to the Michigan Upper Peninsula, where I lived for a few years. Well, a few years back. I lived for a year. And I still have some items there and some friends. And one of them I told I was gonna leave the day after Thanksgiving. And lo and behold, I didn't. I'm still here. And I've got some things that I really need to wrap up before I leave. And I actually have a priority in the knife making category. And it's this project here, these kitchen knives, which belonged to my grandmother-in-law, and they were a wedding gift to her in 1968, and she wanted new handles on them. And so the original handles had broken, and in removing them, well, I got one of them off, and then I saw that I had snapped the tang. And so I resolved to be more careful with the next one, and I snapped the tang. And so then, although at the time that I was doing that, I was like, oh, I got to expedite, I got to get this project done and sent up to La Abuela. Yeah, that kind of gave me a bit of a guilty crisis. Now, I don't know, it is possible because the handles were snapped off, both of them in the same manner. Maybe this damage was somewhat incurred, but this looks to me like that's the fresh break. This one maybe not so much. So maybe it was already cracked or something, but whoops. And a while ago, I actually, because I was interested in these kitchen knives, went online and I found a full set. And I thought, because they were going cheap and I kind of like these ones, I thought, well, why not just get them, and then I'll have the reference for the full size of the handle, because these ones were broken off here. Now I could have the full size handle to replicate. My materials over here. Right. So there is also this slightly smaller model. It's part of the set of four, excuse me. These three big ones. Le découpeur, I don't know what, decouping. The butcher. Le cuisinier, the cook. Ah, le charcutier, that's for cutting your sausage. Okay. So, yeah, interesting and of note, this set appears to be largely unused, albeit damaged. But, yeah, this one saw a lot of use and a lot of honing with the steel, I guess. I already started reprofiling. This had even more of a heel on it. I started taking that off. So, as far as I can see, there's only one thing for it. I'm going to have to retang these. I was just going to pop that down there for... Yeah, so these two, I'm going to have to retang them, if that's a word. And the logo here will be, the tang stamp will be subsumed. And the handles, I was trying to make a very precise replica. It's also interesting how differently the handles have patinaed. So I mean, this is original color. I wonder whether that's just UV light that's done that. Right, so I was trying to go for a precise match here, but since on this one there's so much of the blade has already been consumed, that doesn't make sense anymore. So it would make more sense almost to have this handle. So I'm going to try and make a kind of a slightly larger than this and significantly smaller than this in betweener. And, you know, the knives will be a little bit shorter, but she's a little old lady. And I'm sure that she will be deft as ever with a slightly shorter knife. It'll work fine. And the handles would be really lightweight, which was, I was thinking about using White Micarta and Coyote Brown G10. In fact, I even thought I'd ordered them, but they never turned up, and I guess maybe I just never ordered them. Anyway, this is a very lightweight handle. Extremely lightweight. Excuse me. So, I just made an X here so I can drill this out. And then I'm going to grind these down. And then maybe I'll make a video when it's all done and all together, and that can be project complete shortly. Maybe by this time tomorrow even. Thank you for watching.